Hi everyone, and welcome to Creative Chelsey. Today I'm excited to be sharing with you my second alternative project using the July 2022 paper pumpkin kit called Sending Good Thoughts. This fun kit created 9 cards, 3 in 3 different designs. Here are the cards that you can create using the kit. If you're interested in watching me unbox this kit or seeing any of my other alternative projects, you can click on the playlist and I'll link it up here in the top right corner. Today we're going to be using the contents of the kit to create an alternative card. This is the card I created and that I'll be sharing with you today. If you are new to my channel and want to see more of my videos, click on the subscribe button and then the bell for notifications. I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and help you with any of your paper crafting needs. To purchase any of the products you see me use today or to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, please do so using the links in the description below. So for today's card, we're going to do one simple cut, and then we're going to also use some of the envelope from the kit. So this is the background piece that we're using, and it is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and I wanted to just separate it in half so that I can just get a little bit of that detail for the background. And so I went ahead and cut it in half at 2 5/8 of an inch. And that's going to give me 2 pieces. The top piece is a little lighter than the bottom piece, as you can see here, but that's not really going to affect the way our card looks. And then the second piece that we need to cut does come from an envelope. And what you're going to do is go ahead and trim around the edges here, and then you're going to get this nice large piece, and you're going to cut a piece that is 2 inches by 4 1/4 inches for this background piece there. And I have that piece right here, so I've already done that with just some of my leftover envelope pieces. So those are the 2 pieces you're going to need, and then we can go ahead and do some stamping. So the first thing I want to stamp is on my Fresh Freesia card base from the kit. Just going to go ahead and fold that in half and pull out my Fresh Freesia ink pad. And I'm going to stamp some patterns in the background. And for my original card, I did the little netting, some starfish, and the seahorses. After I did that, I felt like maybe it was a little on the busy side, so I decided to just do the netting and the seahorses for today's card. So I'm going to share with you a fun technique you can do with this netting, and I did it for my first card as well. So you're just going to ink it up in the color that you want, and then you kind of do like a rock and roll type of stamping technique. And what this is going to do is it just adds that little bit of texture, but not in the whole image. I'm going to just do a little bit darker as well on some of these. So I'm just kind of tapping it at the different angles around the section that I'm looking for. So you can see there. And I'll do it again. So ink it up, and then you just kind of do little taps of the sections at little different angles. And then once the ink starts to dissipate, then you can start to stamp the whole thing down. And you get some really lovely texture from that technique. And then maybe do some down here at the bottom. Make sure to rotate your stamp as well. Okay, so I just did that in 3 areas. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of these seahorses. Maybe one there, another one there. Okay, and I can also add more as I want after I've added some of my other elements. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my scalloped embossed piece that I just cut. I'm going to use my grid paper to add this to my card base so that I make sure that it's nice and straight. And I'm just kind of looking maybe about 1 inch from the bottom or so, depending on where you want to place it and where you've stamped your images. So I didn't want to cover up that seahorse right there. Okay, so something like that. It could be a little different. So you can see here, this one's a little lower than that one, and that's okay. Next, I'm going to add my balmy blue envelope piece. Again, this is 2 inches by 4 1/4, and I'm just going to tear the top and the bottom and then roll it up a little bit, just to kind of make it feel like it's part of that scroll that's inside our bottle there, our little secret message. So you're just going to roll the top just slightly, and then roll the bottom, and then you'll undo them as well. They don't stay rolled up. It just gives that fun texture. Okay, you can fold down a corner or two as well. Okay, so that's going to go on your card. And you can have it come down or you can bring it up. Just do what looks best with the way you're stamping and designing your card. So I'm going to have this one come up just a little bit higher, with just a little bit going down beyond, just so that it doesn't cover up that seahorse down there. Okay. I'm going to roll this one back just a little bit too, just so it stays a little flatter. Okay, so that looks fun. Let's do a little more stamping now. So I'm going to do my seaweed, and I'm going to do that in Bermuda Bay. I'm going to stamp it 3 times, and I'm only going to ink it twice. So the lighter one is a 2nd generation image, which just means that you've stamped it first and then you stamped it again. Okay, and that's going to give you that nice light color there. And then I'll do a 3rd one, full strength. Okay, just like that. Then I am going to fussy cut these out. They're pretty simple to fussy cut. You're just going to do a little bubble around the outside edge, and you'll want to do it to all 3. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other 2 off camera, and I'll be right back. All right, so now that I've done that, we're going to go ahead and stamp the scroll on the inside of the jar. And I wanted there to be a little bit of a color difference between the seaweed and the scroll. So I decided to use the basic gray Stampin' pad. And if you don't have this color, a dark brown would work as well. It's going to look something like that when you're done. I also want to stamp my greeting, and I'm going to use the Thinking of You stamp, and I'm going to add that to my tag. And again, I want to just pull in that gray color. So something like this. And then all our elements are ready to add to our card. So I'm going to start with my bottle. I'm going to add some dimensionals down the center. And that just goes right in the center of my blue strip. Then I'm going to take the seaweed. This lighter one, I want it to go up a little bit taller. And then I'll bring the darker one down a little bit and over my bottle just slightly. And then I'll do another dark one on the right side, just a little bit in the middle. Then I've got my seahorse here, and I'm not going to add a dimensional on the seahorse. I'm just going to place a little liquid glue on the head and belly, and then attach it to the seaweed, just like this. And this is the die cut that came in the kit. Then I've got my Thinking of You, and I'm going to add couple mini dimensionals on the end and in the middle. And then I'm going to pull through some of the twine after I have added this to my card. I'm going to grab some of the twine and cut 8 to 9 inches of twine, depending on how much you like to work with. I'm going to do 9 inches because I like it a little extra. I'm going to smooth out those kinks just a little bit and string that through this hole. And then to make things a little easier for myself, I'm going to take a glue dot. I'm going to find the ends, bring them together, and then place the glue dot underneath where that hole is. And then I'm going to attach it. And that's going to hold my string in place so it doesn't move around while I'm tying my knot or my bow. So then start with a knot, and then you can tie a bow right over that knot. And then just kind of manipulate it until it looks the way you want it to. It'll look something like this. And then again, I wanted to bring in those adhesive backed sequins and gems and use the purple ones for this card. So maybe just a couple, put one on the little seahorse up there, and then one down there. Maybe one here and a couple here. So something like that. I might want to add maybe one more seahorse right there, I think. Let's go ahead and do that. So I've got my fresh freesia. Maybe I'll add a second one close to that one right there, and maybe another one on top up here. Okay, just to add a little bit more of that shape to the card. And that card is all done. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me create my second alternative project using the July 2022 Paper Pumpkin Kit. If you're interested in subscribing to get your own monthly crafting kit, please use the link in the description box below to subscribe. If you would like to see close-up images or written instructions on how to create this card, you can visit my blog, creativechelsey.com. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.